This video is sponsored by PokeTownStore.com, the place for all your Pokemon TCG online needs. They have code cards from a huge variety of sets, so definitely check it out, PokeTownStore.com. Also, if you use the coupon code ZapDoseTCG, you get 5% of your next order. How cool is that? What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoseTCG here and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. This will be the Malmo vlog, so I'm very excited to be flying all the way to Sweden this time for Pokemon TCG. We're gonna be playing a very weird hybrid between Ability and Blacephalon. It's a deck we came up, me and Arne tested all week long, and we actually came to the conclusion that being aggressive and able to one-shot ADP is going to be the best in this format. With a huge amount of people playing Zacian ADP, that's the best thing. So what we're playing is in the hybrid, like we still play Ninetales, we still play the high amount of Fiery Flints to just counter those chaotic spells that now seem to be taking their slots into the ADP deck. Also, this deck has a great matchup against Cinccino Mill if they whiff on their Stealthy Hoods and the Wobbuffet, of course, because we also run Victini Prism Star and some buffed attackers like Reshizard for in the late game. Reshizard also on that part can go through things like the Obstruct attack from Obstagoon, which is a good thing. So hopefully this hybrid version of Blacephalon and of course the Ability Zard will work out for us. So first we're flying all the way to Denmark, and then we're taking a train to go to Malmo. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this vlog. If you already enjoy the content, be sure to demolish the like button, and let's get this adventure started. Okay, we just got out of the airplane and we just got news that the European internationals just got cancelled thanks to health, something, Corona, you know how it goes, but which is very insane. This is my first impression on hearing that news. That means I don't know if it's gonna be for like top 22 for Europe, if that's gonna change for a lot of people. A lot of people actually needed that internationals for their points, so we'll see what continues and develops from this situation. But you're here, the first here on the channel, so definitely stick around. But this is insane news. But yeah, other than that, we are safely in Denmark. Okay, European international just got cancelled. What is your first reaction?
Very nice. Quality meme.
What do you think about that? European internationals got cancelled. Your first impression?
Stupendous, I guess. They booked everything, bro.
Yeah, you already booked everything, so that means
we'll just go on a city trip.
I guess. I wonder if Pokemon is gonna do anything about this. Maybe lower the CP amount required for Worlds. Who knows? But
so that I can get my invite. We'll see.
We'll see. And the Sweden Malmo event.
Malamar, obviously.
The Mewtwo variant or the pure one? Straight spell tag. Okay. What do you think is going to win? The Malmo regionals, yeah.
I hope Ability Zard will win it, but I really doubt it. I think it will be ADP Zacian.
ADP Zacian? What do you think?
Milchino, bro. Mill all the way.
Mill all the way? You're playing Mill, right?
Yeah.
Are you prepared for any weird stuff? Because I don't think that Mill has like I think it has answers against those weird rogue decks on the bottom tables, but on the top, on the top we have of course the ADP. Do you have a straight strategy for that?
Yeah, I have some strategy against ADP.
Okay, cool. Wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
This is a pretty fancy hotel room, so resting will be no problem in a bed like this. So hopefully, with all the good rest in the world and the plenty of testing, hopefully we'll be able to make it to day 2 once again. Blacephalon is just such a busted card, and hopefully it'll treat me right tomorrow. Time. What is going to win the Malmo regionals?
Welder box.
Welder box? Sure. Good morning, folks. This is day one of the Malmo regionals, and we're actually walking to the venue right now. Everybody's ready. Almost all of us are playing the Firebox-ish hybrid, so which is gonna rock Zacian on its head, because we're actually gonna destroy them, because 300-second turn is not so unlikely. We have the Dedenne fire crystals and all that good stuff, so hopefully things will turn out okay. We actually got a really nice breakfast, so that helps out as well. And I'm actually gonna be interviewing all of my opponents. Hopefully you'll learn all about this new hybrid deck today. Alright, round number one is done. I was up against Stian Nilsson from Norway, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were playing MewMew Welder box.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit how both matches went. It was a tie.
It was a tie. It really came down to, since you're playing primarily Blacephalon, some sort of ability start, I guess. It was more prone to the reset stamps, since you don't play the lucky eggs. So my only game plan was really to try to get you down to one price and reset stamp you to a dead hand, and then just take 2 GX KOs from there on.
That went successfully for game one, so
Yeah.
you won game one. And
Did
game
not
number two.
work out in game 2. I don't know what happened. 2 welders price doesn't help, but all in all, you played better when you knew I played catchers.
Yeah.
You didn't play down all these basic Pokemon that I wanted to take out.
Yeah.
But I also got really lucky with the catchers as well.
Yeah, game one, I think you flipped all heads.
Yeah, I think I had like 80% heads or something with catchers. So
So yeah, we ended up a tie, but both games were amazing. So yeah, well played, man.
Well played, man.
Well, best of luck.
301 könnten wir in 6
Round number two was done very quickly. I was up against Gabor, and I know this guy. He always comes to like the league challenges and cups in Antwerp, so I know him very well. Both games he won. Tell me a little bit how both matches went.
Both matches were extremely quick. First game he started with Dedenne, and I had just I think a winning matchup with GX decks all around, because I just played lone baby Blacephalon with all-around draw cards. I saw my entire deck turn 4.
Yeah,
and
I thought
just
you were going to deck out until you played.
Yeah.
I think you were playing Palpad.
Yeah, I was about to deck out at 3 more prizes to draw, and
Yeah.
I need to play well at that turn. So I drew all my cards, and I knew I had Palpad in deck, so I drew the Palpad, put back 2 Welder, Great Catcher Dedenne for my last prize, and then just burst GX.
Yeah. You play also Blacephalon GX.
Yeah, Blacephalon GX.
At the end of the game, I just promoted Reshizar because you threw all your fire crystals away early on to get the KOs. And I was like, no, Blacephalon GX. Hopefully it was prized, but yeah, you played very well.
I thought you had just because I threw away 3 switch cards, and I thought you had 1 win condition left, and
Yeah,
that was
to stall
putting off
Zacian.
Zacian V.
Yeah.
But I played 4 switches, so
Yeah,
that was
I knew you played 4 switches. So
yeah, that was never an option.
never an option. And also you could have welded onto the Zacian.
Onto the Zacian, yeah, just attached to it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So if Burst GX was in my deck, and I also had 1 Victini left, so
Exactly.
I think with the Great Catcher in my deck, I just always won.
And game number 2, what was that about?
My man over there started Lone Vulpix Energy Pass. I had 2 Fiery Flints, so I could dig for like 8 cards out of my deck. I had a Heat Factory, and I had a Welder. So 3 more cards, 11 cards. I think 3 from Heat Factory, 3 from Welder, 8 from my I was seeing 14 cards, and I only need one switch to win. So to Donk is Lonely Wolfix.
Yeah, it was nice playing against you, Gabe. I wish you the best of luck for the next of the rounds. And
too,
now we have some time to chillax,
yeah,
because
so
that was very nice.
like 30 minutes.
Donked. Nice. Round number 3 is done. I was up against Aaron from Hungary. Tell me a little bit how both matches went. You played Zacian ADP.
Yes, I played Zacian ADP. Well, first game you bricked very hard, so it was an easy game for me. Second game was alright. I think we both were able to set up. Yeah. I missed the GX second turn, but
very close game, I recall.
Yeah, it was very close. It was a good and intense game. Yeah. But third game, well, I will tell you, I started with Jirachi, and that's it. Stellar Wish, nothing.
Stellar Whiff.
Yeah, Stellar Whiff. So you go second, he trained GX, and you won. So yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I wish you good luck for the rest of the rounds as well. So ADP Zacian seems to be the most popular deck. Any reason why you chose the deck to go to this tournament?
Last season when ADP came out, I was like, okay, I want to play ADP, and I played it with Keldeo, so I just updated it with Zacian.
Yeah, logical choice. Yeah. Hopefully you have a lot of fun for the rest of the tournament, and it was great playing against you. Thank you.
Yeah, it was the same.
Yeah. All right, match number I think it's 4, right? Match number 4 was up against Damian Blakey, and he was playing ADP Zacian. Can you tell me a little bit how both matches went for you?
Well, it's a tough matchup. I tried to do what I could. Keldeo didn't help.
Yeah, you used
ADP bad.
You used ADP bad. Yeah, you used Keldeo. Is there any reason you put that in the list?
For goons and to try and make fire matchups a little bit in my favor, but it's not really working out.
Oh, okay. And I also seen that you play Lysander Labs and Shrine. What is your personal copies of the stadium cards?
I'm mainly using that to try and lock down Mewtwo as quickly as I can. So I can try and then place down the Mimikyu to turn off their abilities, force them to try and find the stealthy hoods, and then place down the labs to stop that. And then hopefully they've used their Marshadow on the shrine.
Oh yeah, cool. And what opponents did you already face? Which decks?
I faced Firebox and Malamar so far.
Oh, Malamar. Was it the Straight Malamar or was it with Mewtwo?
It was just Straight Malamar.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish you a lot of fun and luck for the rest of the rounds, and it was nice meeting you. Thanks, man. Okay, I got myself a victory, which is the second one in a row, which is actually very nice. I'm climbing back on the ladder, so I'm 2-1-1, so everything is still possible, still have hope after those 2 victories. My first 2 rounds were kind of like but 2-1-1 is not too bad at the moment. Match number 5 is done. I was up against Paulo, a very nice guy playing ADP Zacian. Tell me a little bit how the 3 games went. We played 3 games.
Yeah, so the first game was actually very one-sided because I just basically dead drew. Normally ADP Zacian doesn't dead drew that often, but it just happens, it's part of the game, and Joshua managed to get everything he needed. Game 2 was a lot closer. I managed to get a good start. I did the ADP GX very soon in the game, and Joshua couldn't set up his game very properly in the beginning, so I managed to get some start. But as soon as he did a 300 damage with Hedron GX, I got a little bit, my board went a little fragile because I only had one Zacian, and as soon as that Zacian got down, I really had no way to turn around. And since Joshua didn't miss a welder every single turn, I mean, it's a really hard matchup on itself. But when things go well to the rest top player, it's a little bit nervous. It happens.
Game number 3 was insane. It was down to the wire. Time got called, and you had a Zacian with 2 energies. You were searching for a Metal Saucer, I believe. Was it still in the deck or was it prized?
No, I still had 2 in the deck.
Wow, really?
I still had 2 in the deck. I did everything I could. I still had 2 Professor prize, so I had to use Marnie to get them. I sadly didn't get it. And I recessed them to Joshua to 1 in hopes that he wouldn't get 3 energies to knock out my activation, but he top decked Fire Crystal. So yeah, that happened.
It's your fault, you cut. So maybe, it was fun playing against you. I'll see you in the next tournament.
You too.
Thanks. Okay, round number 6 was done. The matches were ended in a tie because we actually had a time extension because the opponent had filled in his match slip on the previous round. Yeah, he did not fill it in correctly, so that's why we got a time extension. Even though I lost twice against ADP Zacian. Let me explain you, if Heatran GX is priced, things don't turn out well if you don't hit the KO after the Alter Creation. And yeah, Reset Stamp is also a terrible card. Don't ever want to see that again. So I lost twice against ADP Zacian, so 4 ADP Zacians in a row. And this time I lost, so 3 wins against ADP Zacian, 1 loss. So I'm at 3 wins, 2 losses and a tie. That means I have to win the rest of my rounds in order to make it to day 2, which makes it very, very hard to say the least. But I'll try and do my best, I guess. Okay, round number 7 is done and I lost, which means I don't have any chance of getting into day 2. I was up against Straight Malamar spell tags, but with a weird twist. He had one Alolan Sandlash GX in there and a MewMew GX, so he could copy the attack to dish out 100 damage with everything that has a damage counter on it. And with Viridian Force, he finds, of course, it's one-off water energy, and it pays off for him. He sweeps my Jirachi, Ninetales, everything off the board, even the Dedenne, because he plays the spell tag damage correctly. So that was actually an insane auto loss if I've ever seen one. You could get out of your Ninetales, that you could do that, but he also plays Esper and all that, so very insane. Arne right there is 4-2-1. So he still needs to win. There's still hope, yeah. The next 2 rounds, he's playing the same deck, so Baby Blacephalon, Ninetales, aka Baby Blacephalon Welder box-ish. So we'll see how that goes, but the matches are very, very weird. I've never seen a Alolan Sandlash in my life. Round number 8 is done. I was up against Ricky Madsen from Denmark, and he was playing Lucario MewMew GX with a lot of frying pans. Tell me a little bit how both games went. You won both of them.
Yeah, well, I set up the stations and I'm really passive. I always go second because it's crushing hammers, you have reactive deck, burnable cards. And then I just wait to pinch the metal Pokemon until I have the frying pans.
Yeah, that was very clever. I was never able to just one-hit KO. Thanks to weakness, I had to just go overboard. And in the end, the great catchers really helped out. Just knocking out Dennis.
Which is a change from Australia, actually. I took out the 3 Pokemon catcher to do a 4th crushing hammer and 2 great catcher.
Yeah, it worked out, I guess. But you are at, what's your score right now?
Now 4-3-1.
4-3-1. And what were your matchups that you lost?
I scooped to 2 mill decks, just instant scoop. I just, when they play, I see they play mill, I just sign the slip. It's an auto loss deck. But then the last 2 rounds, I finally played against some ADPs, and I 2-0'd both of those, which is a perfect matchup for the deck. Pigaram is a perfect matchup for the deck.
Would you change anything in the list now that you came across like lots of these mill decks? There's no answer, or you just have to be lucky to?
It's hard to have a counter against every deck. I've been thinking about resource management or Wrangle Room myself, and maybe Girachi, because it's basically a control deck that attacks when you can.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I think it needs more testing.
You played really well against my Blacephalon Ninetales build. I had a hard time because I had to count every single energy, and the Metal Frying Pan, you only use your GX move in the late game, which is very amazing.
It actually depends. Like I said, it was very reactive, so against ADP I wait to GX till they GX. If Crushing Hammers set them back a turn, actually my last 2 opponents, they only GX'd for 1 energy, just for the damage.
Oh wow.
And then there was no situation against you where I wanted to really put out the Lucario LWT. I started it game 1, but otherwise against the ability startup, try only to have the 3 Zacian with 3 Frying Pans.
Okay, cool. It was nice playing against you. I wish you a lot of fun with the rest of the weekend.
You too.
Okay, last game concluded and a tie for me, so I was like at 3 wins, 4 losses, 2 ties.
There's also a general announcement.
General announcements. We just left the building just because we didn't go to day 2. I will be here tomorrow, maybe for a side event at 4. There's the meet and greets with all of you awesome folks. We're gonna go and eat something delicious because I'm starving. It always happens after a tournament. What can I conclude about Blacephalon and Ninetales is that you win against ADP most of the time, like 80% of the time. Against other matches, you totally sometimes lose. Definitely against that Sandlash. Don't want to talk. And that concludes the adventure of the Malmo regionals. Did not do very well, but in the end I was happy to be here. Probably one of the last regionals I'm attending because of the European International just got cancelled. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to demolish the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll be making a video about Baby Blacephalon Ninetales hybrid abilities art very shortly. So stick around for some ADP destroying madness. Ciao!